Hello, hi, a very happy good evening. So this is Krishna Ma'am and today we are going to have the paper discussion of the term 1 paper that happened today of biology. So before we begin, yes, we know how the paper was, the feedback has been gone, the review has been done. So you guys tell me, how did you do the exam? So for certain people, this is the last exam, and for those who have taken computer science, you still have one more paper. But for those of you who feel this is your last exam, and how was this paper? So I would like to hear from the students, how was the paper, bio paper? Yes, I have done my part, I have solved the questions. Yes, now tell me, how is it for you? Hi Nishrag, hello, yes, a very happy good evening. So thank you so much for joining. Hi Ajay, hello, so thank you for joining. So please do like, share and subscribe. How was the level of paper? Okay, so the paper was not really tough. The paper was very simple, provided you had to read every single line of NCERT. So if you had missed any few or important lines in NCERT, then it would have been a tough task. So the paper is easy to moderate, you can say. It is not very tough, it is neither very easy. So if you feel it's very easy, no, it is not. So yeah, there is a level of the paper. Yes, hello, very happy good evening. Hi Padma. Yes, Padma says the question paper was standard. Yes. Hi Munna, hello. Yes, I'm good. How are you? So thank you for joining. Ma'am, okay, so no, but I have to discuss it now. So let's discuss. So hi Mukit. Fine, so let's see how the paper was. So how did you guys do? So can I hear from the students who have given the exam? So how is the paper? Good? Easy? Did you make a lot of mistakes? Okay, so there's one thing that is associated with paper discussion. So when I'm discussing the paper, when I say the final answer is A and you have mark C, so your BP rises, right? So please don't let that happen. If it's wrong, that's okay. So please don't get stressed, please don't get frustrated, that's not going to help you. So we're all learning, it is in the process of learning, so it's completely fine. So when I quickly solved the paper in the first 25 minutes, yes, even I did make a few mistakes because I didn't read the question properly. So it happens. So we are human and errors are humane. So don't worry, alright? Yes, so here I'll solve the paper for you. So I am solving this code, so I'll go in that order. So 057/2/4 is my paper code that I am solving. So this is the paper that I got, okay? Hi Balakrishna, yes, good evening. Fine. So first let's go. So we have 3 sections, section A, section B, section C. In CBSE term 1. So section A, you had given 24 questions, out of which the students are required to solve 20 questions. Okay, so let's go. So question number 1, the hilum in a typical angiospermic ovule represents the junction between. So they are asking about the hilum. So we have the structure of the ovule. So this is the funicle and this is the ovule, right? So funicle connects the placenta and this is the ovule. This junction is our hilum. So hilum is the junction between the body of the ovule and the funicle. Yes, option C is the right answer. So here the option is C. Right? So question number 2, in the given diagram of a transverse section of a young anther. So this is anther. Right? So we have to mark these things correctly. So the outer layer is epidermis. So option 3, epidermis. So this has to be our answer, but let's see. So 1 is the innermost layer, so this is tapetum. So just looking at 2 options, you can arrive at the right answer, that is option 2. So option 1, this is tapetum, this is epidermis, this is endothecium, and this is your middle layer. Right? Okay. So here the right answer is option B. So question 3, the term used for embryo entering into a state of inactivity. So this is C, dormancy. So this I have discussed in class, right? So this is C, dormancy. So the right answer is option D here. So the ploidy of the apoptotic embryo developed from the integument cells and the megaspore mother cells without reduction division is. So integument cells are diploid and so are your megaspore mother cell. So the right answer is 2N and 2N, right? Yes? Fine. So here the right answer is option A. So we go to question number 5. So we have the figure here and you have to label the figure. It's pretty easy, right? Oh, this is not your set. Okay, but I guess if you look at the question, you will understand if this is your set. Yes? Okay, so this looks like this is antipodal cells. So antipodal cells are present in the chalacial end. So this is your central cell So D central cell, so this is the central cell, right? So W is the micropydal end, so X is antipodals, Y is synergids, and Z is your central cell. So this is point blank option A, because from one option we can easily find out. So here the right answer is option A. I am writing it down. So question 6. So breastfeeding the baby acts as a natural contraceptive for the mother because it prevents ovulation and menstruation. So the right answer is option 1 and 2, right? So breastfeeding is a type of natural contraceptive because when the mother gives birth to the baby, the mother for the first 6 months neither ovulates and definitely nor menstruates, right? So the right answer here is option D. So question 7, the given figure shows different stages of human embryo development. So what are the different stages? So this is your blastocyst stage, this is your fertilization stage, this is your cleavage stage, and this is your morula stage. So Z is fertilization, this is right. So Y is your blastocyst stage, so here the right answer is this. So W is morula, X is cleavage, your Y is blastocyst, and Z is fertilization. So I have written it right? Yes? So the right answer here is option C. I'm sorry. So the right answer here is option C. Fine. So question 8. During the human embryonic development, the external genital organs are well developed in the fetus by the end of the first trimester. First trimester. So first trimester is 3 months. So 3 months is 12 weeks. So heart and the genital organs develop by the first trimester, by the end of first trimester. So here the option is B, right? So the right answer is B. So we move to question number 9. The accessory ducts in the human male reproductive is. So we know prostate is a gland, seminal vesicle is a gland, bulbourethral does not come in male. So the right one is this. It's again very easy, right? So it is rete testis, epididymis, vas deferens. These are your accessory ducts, right? Yes. So the right answer is option D. Hi Ranjan, hi 𝗵𝗻𝗂𝗍𝗂𝗧. So here we come to question 10. So given below is an angiospermic plant and it shows 2 types of flowers, X and Y. So from the given figure it is clear this is your chasmogamous flower because it is open, and this is your cleistogamous flower, right? So select the correct option for X and Y. So flower X is your chasmogamous and it shows both self or cross pollination. Cleistogamous only shows self-pollination. So here the right answer is option C. Fine. So right answer is C. So I move further. So question 11, an undifferentiated sheath covering the root cap of the monocotyledonous embryo. So here it talks about the cap of the root, the sheath of the root, that is your cleorrhiza. Fine. So here the right answer is option B. So we go to question 12. The cause of Down syndrome is, so Down syndrome is also known as your trisomy. So where you have an extra copy of 21st chromosome. So 21st chromosome is not an X chromosome. So you have an extra copy of an autosome. So this is your right answer. So your right answer is option A here, right? So question 13. So which of the following features show the mechanism of sex determination in honeybee? An offspring formed from the union of a sperm and egg develops as a male? No. Male is formed by parthenogenesis. Males have half the number of chromosomes than the female, right? The females are diploid having 32 chromosomes, right? The males have father and can provide sons is wrong. So the males can have father and a grandson, right? So they have a grandson and a grandfather, right? So this is wrong. So only 2 and 3 are right. So option B is the right answer. Fine. So let's move further. So question 14, select the pair that is incorrect. Sickle cell anemia autosomal recessive linked is right. So hemophilia is sex linked. It is not autosomal. So this is the incorrect match. This is question B. Fine. So question 15, an example of a human trait. where a single gene can exhibit multiple phenotypic expression. So single gene is one gene. So it is definitely not polygenic. So here it is pleiotropic. So the example of pleiotropic is your phenylketonuria. So the right answer here is option A. Yes. So we move further. So the life cycle of Drosophila melanogaster, which is your housefly, it is completed in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks is 14 days. So this is the direct line given in your NCERT, page number 83. You can cross check, because if you Google, you get 21 days, but we go with NCERT because it is a CBSE exam. So it is given 2 weeks. So 2 weeks is 14 days, right? So the right answer here will be option B. So I move forward. So how many types of gametes would develop by an organism with a genotype like this? So it is a tetrahybrid cross. But in 2 things I have homozygous condition. So B and D will be the only gamete. So otherwise I can have A and small a, C or small c, capital C, small c. So 1, so it can be B, D, A, C, B, D, A, small c, or it can be A, B, D, capital C, A, B, D, small c. So since in this 4, right, in this four things, only 2 are heterozygous, I can do 2 power 2 and also directly write 4. So this is the way you find out the gametes, and you can also use this trick because 2 are heterozygous here. So 2 pairs are heterozygous, so you can use 2 power 2, that is 4, right? So the right answer here is 4. Okay. So question 18, given below are the observations drawn in the HGP. So HGP is your Human Genome Project. Select the option that observes the correct observation. So we want the correct statement, okay? So the human genome contains 3164.7 billion base pairs. No, it is not billion, it is million. So this is wrong, right? The average gene consists of 3000 bases. True. Less than 2% of the genome codes for protein. This is right. Chromosome 1 has the most gene. That is right. But the number that is given is wrong. It is 2968, so this is wrong. So the right statements are 2 and 3. Hi Ravi Prakash, yes, a very, very happy good evening. So the right answer here would be B. So this is why I said if you have not read NCERT line by line, you might go wrong. So no one would have noticed this. So we thought 3164 is absolutely right. So we have 3.3 into 10 to the power 9 base pairs, right? Yeah, so this is how you guys are prone to make a mistake. Fine? Okay. So the phosphoester linkage in the formation of a nucleotide involves the bonding between the phosphate group and the OH of a 3' carbon of a nucleoside. So in the 5' end we have the phosphate, and in the 3' end we have the OH, right? Only time run. Hello? Yes, a very, very happy good evening. So yes, your name is very different. Alright, so let's go to question 20. The switching on and off of the lac operon in a prokaryote is regulated by the inducer, that is lactose. So the right answer here is option C. Yes, so question 1, for in vitro DNA replication, which one of the following substrates need to be added along with the necessary enzymes, the DNA template and the specific conditions? So here, if you guys have noticed it properly, so what would be the answer? Yes? So how will you do it? So it is nucleoside triphosphate. So triphosphate, so when a phosphate group comes, it is a nucleotide, right? So deoxy is the sugar, so it has been combined with your nitrogenous base. So this is a nucleoside and this is a phosphate. So this is the right answer. This is your DNTP, deoxynucleotide triphosphate. So this is what we need. So the right answer is option B here. So question number 22, which of the following factors will associate transitivity with RNA polymerase to terminate transcription? That is your rho factor. So sigma factor helps in reinitiation, rho factor helps in termination. So question 23, choose the correct pair of the codon with its corresponding amino acids. I want you to choose the correct pair. So triple U is phenylalanine. It comes in the features of genetic code. So this is absolutely right. Yes. So we go to question 24. So during elongation process of translation, the peptide bond formation between amino acids is catalyzed by ribosomal RNA. So 28S rRNA, right? So here the right answer is option A. Okay, so we have reason and assertion. So let's see how well we know the reason and assertion. Yes, ready? So shall we go to reason and assertion? So we are done with section A. So how many right? So anyone who has got all the section A questions right? Yes. So can we go to section B? So this is section B. Yes, can I go to section B? So here we go. So first question, through reproductive and child health programs in India, we could bring down the population growth rate. So this line is right. A rapid increase in MMR and IR. So MMR is something different, MTR is something different. Medical termination of pregnancy is different, MMR is different. Yes. So here option, the second statement is completely wrong. So here the right answer is option C. A is true but reason is false. Right? So this is the right answer. So we go to question number 26. Sterilization methods are generally advised for male and female partners. So we have vasectomy and tubectomy respectively. Right? As terminal method to prevent any more pregnancies. This is right. Yes, SU431 Academy. Hello, very happy good evening. So the reason given here is these techniques are less effective and high reversibility, but they have poor reversibility. So this is point blank wrong. So once again, the right option is option C. A is true and R is false. So question 27, the inner cell mass of the blastocyst gets attached to the endometrium during the embryonic development in humans. So is this right? So it is the tropoblast that gets attached, not the inner cell mass. So we have a structure like this, right? So this is the tropoblast and this is the inner cell mass. So this does not get attached, your tropoblast gets attached, right? So this is wrong. The blastomeres in the blastocyst gets arranged into the tropoblast and the inner cell mass. This is right. So the right answer is option D, where A is false and R is true. Fine. So here we go to the next question. Question number 28. There is expression of only one gene of the parental character in the Mendelian monohybrid cross. Okay. In the F1 generation. True. So if I write capital T, only tallness is expressed. So this is due to, in a dissimilar pair of factors, one member of the pair is always dominant to the other. So this talks about the law of dominance. So the right answer is option A. Assertion is right and reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. So question 29. Select the correct option for HCG, Human Chorionic Gonadotropin, released during the embryonic development in humans. It helps in the maintenance of pregnancy, right? Leads to the rupture of Graafian follicle. If that ruptures, then there is no placenta formation at all. Causes strong uterine contraction during childbirth. That is oxytocin, not this one. Brings metabolic changes in the mother. So 1 and 4. So this is the right answer. So the right option is option B. So here are more. Residual persistent nucellus in the black pepper is known as perisperm. So I have told this n number of times. This question is very important from your CBSE point of view as well as from your NEET point of view. Among the insects, the most dominant biotic pollinating agents are bees. This is again a direct line from your NCERT. So here the right answer is option C. Sorry, D. So 32, the source of gonadotropin LH. LH is luteinizing hormone. So luteinizing hormone comes from the anterior pituitary gland, that is adenohypophysis, and its corresponding function is ovulation. So it is at the peak during ovulation, that is your LH surge, right? So the right answer here is option A. So I move forward, question 33, a specialized procedure to form an embryo in the laboratory in which the sperm is directly injected into the ovum is intracytoplasmic sperm injection. So in the cytoplasm of the ovum, the sperm is getting injected, right? So the right answer here is option C. So question 34, listed below are all reproductive tract infection except filariasis. This is caused to your 𝗣𝘁𝗔𝗪 worm, right? So here the right answer is option B. So others are STDs. So I got a question 35, a mechanism which prevents inbreeding depression, that is a mechanism which overcomes the self-pollination, is your self-incompatibility, like your proto-andry or your protogyny. So here the right answer is option D. So in Spisum sativum, the flower color may be violet or white. So violet is dominant and white is recessive. So from the given symbols we identify. So what proportion of the offspring in a cross would be expected to be violet? So this is your F1, right? These are your parents. So the gametes will be this. So this will be my F1 generation. So in my F1 generation, everything will be the dominant character. The dominant character is violet. So 100% everything is dominant. So the right answer is option D. Yes. So I move to question 37. So which one gene pair is expected to give 1:1:1:1 in the progeny of a Mendelian dihybrid cross? So this is your dihybrid test cross ratio. So test cross is when you cross the F1 generation into the recessive parent. So the recessive parent is given here, but this is not F1. This is your F1 generation into the recessive parent. So the right answer here is option C. Yes? Fine. So the progeny of a cross between two snapdragon plants. So snapdragon is also your dog flower plant, okay? Antihyrinum species. It is heterozygous for a flower color, which is bearing a different colored flower compared to their parents, okay? So capital R, small r bears pink color. So now you have to do a cross between these two. It is 1:2:1. We know the genotypic and the phenotypic ratio of incomplete dominance is 1:2:1. So this is red color, this is white color, and this is pink color. So this is 25%, this is 50%, and again this is 25%. So option B is right. Okay, so the right answer here is option B. So I move forward to question number 39. So study the given pedigree of a family and select the trait that shows the pattern of inheritance. So it shows that the parents are not affected. So it is not sex linked, it is not autosomal dominant. So the only one that is related here will be autosomal recessive, and the example is phenylketonuria. So the right answer here is option A. Right? So question 40, a child with a blood group A, okay? So the child has blood group A, the father has blood group B, the mother has blood group AB. So now we have to choose which of the following genotypes is right. So here the child is having blood group A TK, so this can be the possibility. The father is having B, so this cannot be the possibility. So let's look here, the father is having AB, so this cannot be the possibility because the father cannot be A blood group, the father can be AB. So let's look here, the father is BI, yes, so the blood group here says it's B. So here it is AB and the child is A. So does this match properly? Yes. So here the father is A, here it says the mother is B and the child is A. So this has been interchanged, so this is wrong. So here the father is AB, here the mother is A and the child is A. So this is also wrong, right? Only this is right. So this says the father is B, the mother is AB and the child is A. But this combination is not possible from here. So where can 2A come from? So only this combination is possible. So the right answer is option C. Fine, right? So question 41, in a dihybrid Mendelian cross, garden plate plants were heterozygous, so it is given dihybrid. So heterozygous condition is this. It is crossed with homozygous condition. So what would be the ratio? This is test cross ratio, that is 1:1:1. So the right answer is option C. Yes. So question 42, a region of the coding strand of the DNA has the following nucleotide sequence. So this is the coding strand. So the coding strand is very similar to the mRNA with the only difference that in place of T you have to write U. So I just copy this 5 prime. So instead of T I write U because this is mRNA. So GG, CG, CC, and I write A here. A is A. So this is matching. Yes. So this is the answer. So here the right answer is option C. Yes, any doubts so far, guys? Is it good? So the paper seems easy, right? Yeah. So here comes a question which is a bit tricky because we have solved only monotonous question like if adenine is given, so what is the value of cytosine, what is the value of guanine, etc. But this question has a small twist, so you just have to use your common sense, nothing much. It is not a tricky one. So a DNA molecule is 160 base pairs long. Okay. So in the entire DNA you have 160 base pairs, right? So it has 20% adenine. So 20 by 100 into 160. So this is 32. So I have 32 adenine. If adenine is 32, thymine is also 32. So 32 is 64. Right? Yes. So 160 minus 64 is how much? So this will be 96. So 96 will be both your G and C. Right? So this divided by 2. So cytosine bases present in the DNA molecule. Okay, so this is directly 64. This is directly 96. Right? So here the right answer is 96. So 160 minus 64, this gives you 96 as the answer. Done? Yes, any more doubt? So 96 cytosine bases are present in the DNA molecule. Fine, so the right answer here will be B. Yes, any doubt? So you might ask, ma'am, 96 is both cytosine as well as guanine. So should we not divide 96 by 2? So if you divide 96 by 2, so it is 46, right? It is not 42. So even if you mark 96, probably you should be getting marks, and even if you mark 42, you should probably be getting marks. But let's see, this can be both logically speaking, right? Because 160 minus 64 is, if I am not wrong, yeah, this is 96. So 96 is the total base pair of your guanine plus your adenine, right? Okay. So a template strand in the bacterial DNA has the following base. So this is the template strand. The template strand, okay? So you can write it like this because template strand, we know it as 5 prime to 3 prime if you have a confusion. Yes? Fine. So now you want the mRNA sequence. So 5 prime is equal to CC, U, CG, UU, AA. This is 3 prime. So now see which is right. So this exactly matches CCU, CG, UU, AAA. Fine. So this is option D. Done. So question 45, color blindness is a sex-linked recessive trait in human. A normal man marries a colorblind woman. So the woman is colorblind. So since color blindness is sex-linked, this is the condition. The man is normal. So what is the genotype of their son and daughter? So this will be the genotype of their son and daughter. So the mother is XC, the father is normal. So this is the option. So the right answer is option D, right? So Nishrag, is it easy or is it tough? So the tRNA has an anticodon loop and it is a compact structure resembling the inverted L shape. So this is directly your theory-based line from your NCERT, right? So question 47, which type of RNA is correctly paired with its function? Correctly paired, transfer RNA attaches with amino acid. So that is the correctly paired option, right? So I move further. Given below are some pairs of contrasting traits in Spicem's diagram, which is your garden pea as studied by Mendel. So we have to choose the incorrectly mentioned option from the table. So flower position, dominant is axial and recessive is terminal. So this is incorrect. But pod shape, the dominant one is inflated and the recessive one, the dominant one is your flat. Is your full, and the recessive one is your constricted. So here I guess you should get a bonus point because both A and B are right. Fine? Yes. So we go to the case study. So this is the case study that is given. So we are done with section B also. So we are in section C now. A case study is given based on embryology. So this is based on your reproductive health. Fine? So seminal analysis, so the gist of this paragraph is that a couple is married for a long time. They are having normal reproductive health, but they are not able to produce a child. So now they go to the doctor and doctor does the following test, and after the test, you have these questions. Okay. So seminal analysis of the husband was done for determining. So you do seminal analysis to study the sperm count, the quantity and the pH of the sperm. So it is both 1 and 2. So the right answer here is option B. Fine. An ultrasound guided follicular study was done for the wife for determining the size and the physical appearance of. See, there are two ways of approaching this question. You do an ultrasound for an organ. Okay. So ultrasound is done to the ovary, but there is no point in studying the size of the ovary. Because in the passage it is mentioned the female is having normal reproductive health. So you probably study the follicle size and you see how the follicles are maturing. So here antral follicles is the closest answer. So here your right answer would be C according to me. But I don't know if CBSE would go with A. Right? So question 51. The blood test report of a wife showed low FSH value, which means there is low rate of maturation of your ovarian follicles. So in the above case, if the husband is found to have a sperm count of less than 20 million per ml, so usually it is 60, right? And the wife is diagnosed with a blockage in the oviduct so that the zygote does not come down, right? So which of the following the couple would be advised for? So blockage in the oviduct is the fallopian tube. So probably there is a problem in bringing the egg to the ampullary junction. That can also be the case. So here we do ZIFT and we go for IVF, in vitro fertilization. So I don't think we go for intracytoplasmic sperm injection here. So you can also, because the sperm, but they never said the sperm is not motile, right? Only when the sperm is not motile, we go for ICS. So here 1 and 3 are the right options. So option A is the right answer here, right? So going to question 53, the high levels of which gonadotropin or ovarian hormone in the blood sample of the wife is taken on the 20th day of her reproductive cycle that would indicate the luteal phase of the ovarian cycle. So luteal phase is indicated by progesterone. So this is option D. So question 54, in which phase of the menstrual cycle is the blood sample of a woman taken if on the analysis it shows ILH? So LH surge happens during your ovulatory phase. This is a direct clue, right? So question 55, how many gametes can be produced in a diploid organism which is heterozygous for 4 loci? So 4 into 2, that is 8, right? Okay. So the right answer here is B. So question 56. So I have a karyotype. So what does this karyotype indicate? So from the given options, and first if you study the karyotype, it has 2 X chromosomes. The condition is XXY. The moment you receive this karyotype or the ideogram properly, so we have to choose the correct statement, right? So the child is suffering with Klinefelter syndrome In Klinefelter syndrome, you have gynecomastia, which is the development of the breast, and you have an overall masculine development. So the right answer here would be C. So this is a very easy to go question. So question 57, the recombinant frequency between the 4 linked genes is as follows. Ma'am, we tried, we couldn't. The smart way is to go from the options, right? So the maximum frequency is between X and Y. So in the corners, you have X and Y. So looking at the options which has the extremes as X and Y, so only this has. So X to Y, it is 40%, right? And Y and Z is 30%, fine. And W and Z is 20%. This is understood because this is the remaining 10%. So this is the answer. So this is a smart way to have solved this question. So I have taught you questions like this. So question 58. So from the structure you have to show the select the correct option. So this is your DNA. This is your histone octamer. And this is your H1 histone. So 1 is H1 histone, but 2 is not DNA. This is wrong. 1 is not DNA. So 2 is histone octamer. This is wrong. So this is right. So here the right answer is option D. Fine. So question 59. So we have to select which is the correct depiction of the phosphonucleotide chain. So one basic thing is this 3' end has the OH and the 5' end has the phosphate group. So here this is option B, that is your right option. Okay, so so here option B is right. So we come to the last question of our paper discussion. So in molecular biology, who proposed that the genetic information flows in one direction? So Watson and Crick, they gave the central dogma of life: replication, transcription and translation. So here the right answer would be option C. So guys, any further doubts? Any further doubts? So yes, you need certain amount of concentration, focus and application oriented understanding of the concept to have solved the paper. But as such, the paper is pretty easy. So when I solved the first time, so I did make 3 mistakes, so because I have not read the question properly. So yes, mistakes do happen, but I hope you guys had time to reread the question and make it right. Yes? Any other doubt? Yes, was the paper discussion fine? So it was not a very hard paper, right? So it was easy for those who are very good and it was moderate for those who are trying. Yes, you agree with me? So did you guys enjoy the paper discussion? Yes, you guys have no doubt? Okay, so with this we come to the end of paper discussion today. So I hope for those who have completed your bio paper, so fine, this was your last exam, so everything is done and dusted. So please pay attention to your term 2 as well as your NEET. For all those who have one more exam, all the very best for the remaining exam. So I will meet you on Monday at 4:15 p.m. So we are going to talk about pedigree analysis. So please join me on Monday at 4 p.m. So until then, this is me signing off. So thank you, take care and have a very great weekend ahead. Thank you guys. Bye.